You are what you repeatedly do. Excellence is not an event, it is a habit. Aristotle. My friends, we see everything up for the day, swinging back around in some instances. Let's look at where we are as this week starts and starts moving along. We're going to be hitting the midpoint tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesdays are many times a good time to decide if a real change is underway, when you're going to jump into a position, when you have a sea change in movement, either going from red to green or from green to red. Now we look at the S&P 500 and we can see so far this week, the high is 115.72. Last week, 115.09. So we've hit a higher high. Candle is a small candle, but maybe about the size, a little bigger than last week. We still have an uptrend. We're green as far as the volume goes. We can see the volumes last week, even the week before, much weaker. We'll see just how volume continues to move. 2-day chart, we're above the weekly trend line. The half-day chart, we're above the weekly trend line. You see things popped up in the morning, shaved off some in the afternoon. 0.07% is what we were up for the day. Now, this latest 2-day candle just finished drawing, so we'll have a new one starting tomorrow that, of course, will represent, no, I'm sorry, forgive me, the candle finished drawing on Monday. This is the new candle. It will continue and finish drawing on Wednesday. The new one will start Thursday. But again, we can see it's reaching a higher high. So we'll keep an eye on things. Maybe the stock movement has not run out yet. We can see where the last prior high was at 418.31. And of course, the last for today was 414.21. So we'll keep an eye on things. What about the NASDAQ 100 QQQ? Just barely up 0.01%. So pretty much flat for the day. We still have an uptrend. We had that red volume last week. It is green this week. We will see how it continues to progress. Small candle being drawn there. No wick on the bottom, little wick on the top. We look at the high so far this week. 321.42, 321.64, going back to the week beginning on Monday the 3rd. So again, we're not up to that prior up movement. So we've really just sort of been sliding sideways over 2 weeks now. So we will keep an eye on things and see if this is going to peter out as the week continues to move along. Not yet, we can say. So we'll keep an eye on it. We can see price is still above on that half-day chart too, above the weekly trend line as it is on the 2-day. Different thing here when we look at 20-year bonds. Up a little bit for the day, 0.36%, but we can see things are going down as far as the charts go, both on the weekly, down red down candle, 3 red down candles on the 2-day chart, and numerous red down candles on the half-day. We can see price movement. We look at the low here. We're looking at the highs on the greens. We look at the lows here, 103.71, prior low 104.77. So we're reaching a lower low. And again, we have that downward pressure. We'll continue to watch how things move along. We can see for the day some indecision in the morning, up some in the afternoon. Prices well below that weekly trend line. Now, again, what we were doing yesterday, we don't really have the ability to draw much of a trend line here on this weekly chart, so we're drawing it off the 2-day now, and we'll see how things continue to progress. It is a work in process. We'll move on to gold. Look at gold backing way off these prior highs over the last 2 weeks, up some for the day, 0.39%. But of course, we can see on the 2-day chart where price is sitting right there on the weekly trend line. And on the half day, it's hit it and it's running along it, maybe moving a little bit up off of it. And we'll keep our eye on gold and see if it's going to lose its luster or if it's going to keep on shining. Oh, I like those analogies. Okay, let's move on. What do we see with Bitcoin? Well, we can see the high in Bitcoin last week was $30.85. So far this week, $30.40. Smaller candle not reaching the high. Up for the day, 2.40% after that down day yesterday. So it's hit about where it started moving down on the Heikin Ashi candlestick in the morning on Monday. So again, Bitcoin just sort of sliding sideways for many, many days. Prices above that weekly trend line on the 2-day and the half-day. And we'll just see where Bitcoin is going to lead us. That is where we are, folks, on Tuesdays. We go into the hump day tomorrow. Got a great training for the subscribers on Occam's Razor. And again, we appreciate you being with us. If you're not a subscriber at chartingwealth.com, go there, sign up for free. That list is never spammed. It is never sold. And if you are a Patreon supporter, thank you so much for your help. We appreciate you supporting our work here at the channel. The things you tend to support tend to stay around. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.